about. All right, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. As you heard, my last name is Asifo. All right, my family's from Ghana, West Africa. Okay, all right. If you don't know, there is white people. It's right off the coast of Wakanda. Okay, all right. Well, of course I know what it is. I did the Red Cross there. I did the Red Cross. Yeah. Now I was in Ghana earlier this year, and I was just like reminiscing with my dad, mostly about all the ass whoopings I used to get. You know, like I used to get ass whoopings as a kid. Was it time out crowd? I used to get ass whoopings, but what I learned from my parents is that they're the best rappers of all time, okay? I'm talking about. Because whenever they would whip my ass, they would always do it to a beat, okay? Y'all give me like a hand clap? Like this. So I'd be acting up, right? Mom should be like, boy, didn't I tell you not to talk back to your teacher? Why you acting up in class? And I just got them stickers on you niggas still a game, but you still don't understand me. If you think I'm still playing, I'm about to call your daddy. It feels amazing, okay? Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you. Between me and my brother, they recorded 4 studio albums. I don't think I snubbed at the Grammys, man. It's just hit after hit after hit. I love how everyone's just like clapping for child abuse. Yes! No, it's weird because like I'm getting older, my parents are getting older, and I'm just like watching them evolve, you know? But my dad, he's trying to like dress younger. He's a 65-year-old Ghanaian man, you know? But he comes in the house the other day, like this tight striped shirt on and skinny jeans. He looked like a Dominican rugby player, okay? All right? He was like, Alex, I'm going to a party tonight. How do I look? And I'm like, Dad, why your areola showing, okay? All right, this is crazy, all right? And why your nipples hard? It's not that cold in here. What's going on? He's like, hey, that's how you're going to disrespect your father? You know what it took for me to get to this country? When I came to this country, I had one leg. How'd you get the other leg? I respected my father! And I was like, this makes no sense. Like, I don't know if y'all are like children of immigrants, but like they always like have these stories about like what it took for them to come to America, you know? And my dad has those, but now like they're just a lot more exaggerated, you know? So then he's like, Alex, you know what it took for me to get to this country? When I came to this country, I was driving my parents' car and I crashed it and had to work at a fast food burger joint and save it from closing down. I was like, Dad, that's the plot to Good Burger, man. I don't know what. Last week you were in Rush Hour 3. How are you doing all this stuff? Where do you find this time? You know? It's weird, man, it's weird. But no, I love my family a lot, you know, so I had to make it like a thing. So I see like my family like in every country that we're from, you know? So I did United States, I did Ghana, and I did England, okay? I did the whole transatlantic slave trade by myself, okay? But hey, look, I got to pick my seats this time, okay? Fuck y'all, I'm a Delta Sky Plus member, okay? All right? Put on Reddit so let's get this plane going. I swear, I went out to England, and you would think we speak the same language out there, but we don't. We don't. Because out there they speak like 3 different languages. It's either like Downton Abbey, Top Boy, or Peppa Pig, okay? There's only 3 languages. There's no Duolingo for it. I checked, they don't have it. It's ridiculous, you know? But I was checking into my hotel. I was making conversation with a young lady there. She was filling out some forms, and she looks at me and she goes, hey, do you have a rubber on you? Me? She's like, yeah, do you have a rubber on you for a pencil? I was like, I don't know if I call it a pencil per se. Maybe one of those little like kindergarten ones you gotta hold with your whole hand, you know? But it took me a minute to like realize that like she meant an eraser, okay? Like you know like how ridiculous that sounds? Because to us like a rubber is a condom, right? You know? Like if I try to like write with a lifestyle condom, it's gonna break every time, okay? So I challenged her on it. I was like, okay, how do you undo a mistake? She was like, easy, you just rub one out. And I was like, this makes no goddamn sense. I be undoing mistakes every morning. This is crazy. Some of y'all felt that too hard. Some of y'all felt that too. She wasn't feeling me though. She wasn't feeling me though. I feel like a lot of people today, like we have like these unrealistic like dating standards. Like everyone's like looking for that perfect person, you know, and this is unrealistic. Like I was talking to my homegirl, she was like, I just want a man who's super strong, he can fight, he can protect me, he's really smart, he has a lot of money so he can provide for me, he has a nice car that goes super fast, oh, and something tragic happened to him when he was younger, that motivates what he does today. Are you talking about Batman right now? It sounded like she was talking about Batman. I can see right now just The Dark Knight Rises with Keisha, okay? All right? It's a new Tyler Perry movie, all right? Right after Medea goes to Gotham, okay? She's just chasing Joker around with a pot of grits. You know? Not a tough guy, you know what I mean? I mean, you can tell, like, looking at me, like, I'm Hollywood hype, okay? All right, I am Hollywood hype, okay? Where I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a short king. I'm like, bitch, I'm not Lord Farquaad, okay? All right? I am Hollywood hype. Think about all your favorite entertainers in Hollywood, 5'9" and under, because when you're that height, you gotta be exceptional, okay? You think I like doing comedy? I was supposed to be 6'3", okay? All right? I used to want to be like an NFL wide receiver, but I had to take a physical where they tell you how tall you are, you know? And without the doctor told me like I had cancer or something like that, you know? So he comes in the room, he's like, Mr. Asifo, I don't know how to tell you this, but you are going to need a personality. I was like, damn! He's like, we're gonna prescribe you a clarinet, a computer, and a couple math textbooks. I was like, for school? He was like, no, to stand on. I said, damn! Who found a doctor with such witty shtick? So I remember like my sophomore year at college, I dated like a super hardcore feminist. I thought it was like cool, she stood for something, but she would always just like shit on me unprompted, you know? So we're just hanging out one day. She was like, Alex, I can't stand men, you all this piece of shit, I hate men. I'm like, yo, we gonna watch SpongeBob and Not Dog, okay? All right? We smoke, had sex, now I'm trying to figure out the Krabby Patty formula, all right? She was like, have you ever considered that the reason why Sandy the squirrel wears a diver suit is because it's a metaphor for how men live so freely in a world where women have to struggle to fit in? I was like, nah. I thought Sandy's diver suit was a metaphor for how squirrels can't breathe underwater. Okay? Can y'all guess what sign she is on 3? All right, here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. A red flag. Yeah, a red flag for sure. I don't know, Asifo, y'all been all that and everything.